I cannot tell you the truth undying. Go down alone to the great cold beach, where the tide runs home and the gulls are crying. The stones will tell you, they will not preach.
These words, written by the late Nova Scotian poet Charles Bruce, describe a love of landscape, inspired by the region in which he was born, Guysborough County, Nova Scotia. A land of rugged and enduring beauty, which continuously draws the restless explorer to its shores. "600 years ago, it is believed that a Scottish nobleman, Prince Henry Sinclair, was the first European to sail into the sheltered waters of Shittabucto Bay. 100 years later, in 1497, European explorer John Cabot plied these same waters in his vessel, the Matthew. Today, visitors are still discovering the wonders of Guysborough County, a land rich in seafaring heritage, music, and culture. Come and experience our great nature. Guysborough County, Nova Scotia. Located on the most easterly tip of mainland North America and due east of the causeway to Cape Breton, Guysborough County is an uncut jewel and an eco-tourist's dream. The early history of northeastern Nova Scotia was built around the deeds of explorers, fishermen, and traders. A new breed of explorers now plies the back roads and bays of Guysborough County. They come by land and by sea to enjoy our maritime hospitality and to immerse themselves in the Atlantic traditions. One such coastal adventure begins along the Marine Drive. Follow Highway 7 north from Halifax. Wind your way along the wild and rugged seacoast, passing through quaint fishing villages until you arrive at the southern tip of Guysborough County. Along this route, you'll find some of the finest smoked salmon in the world, drawn from the waters of the eastern shore and shipped worldwide. You'll also find some renowned tourist facilities, including one of the finest resorts in the province, gracious accommodations, fine dining, and you'll have ample opportunity to enjoy our fascinating coastline. The 19th century restored town of Sherbrooke Village sits majestically along the banks of St. Mary's River. Take a stroll through the historic village, or ride in the horse-drawn wagon. You'll journey back to a simpler time at one of the province's most acclaimed heritage sites. The present is also very much alive in neighboring modern-day Sherbrooke, a town known for its fine bed and breakfast accommodations, art gallery, and stately home. Continuing northward, you'll pass through some beautiful inland areas, like Indian Harbor Lake, just one of Guysborough's hundreds of peaceful lakes, ideal for canoeing or a little trout fishing. Further along the coast, you'll find historic Port Bickerton. Here, the community has converted the once-manned lighthouse into a delightful museum, welcoming all. A short ferry ride takes you across Country Harbor, a deep inland harbor whose pristine waters produce some of the best mussels in the world. The residents of Isaacs Harbor in Goulborough harken back to the Nova Scotia gold rush of the 1860s, a time, they say, when the streets were paved with gold. Rounding the shoreline, make sure you take time to stop and enjoy the beach at Torbay, one of Guysborough's many fine, uncrowded beaches. The county seafaring past is evident in nearby fishing ports. Here you'll find friendly bed and breakfast establishments and a fine resort that'll guarantee you a relaxing stay. Your cordial hosts will help you explore this rugged Atlantic coast with its many tiny islands teeming with wildlife. Leaving Charles Cove and continuing eastward, you'll discover Little Dover, a classic fishing village steeped in the boat-building tradition. Little Dover boasts a beautiful seaside park, complete with inviting boardwalks, and a trail that offers enjoyment to travelers of every age. At the most easterly tip of mainland North America lies the oldest fishing port in the New World, Canso. A warm welcome awaits you at Canso's museum, restaurants, and the Grassy Island National Historic Park, an important archaeological site which traces the town's English and Acadian roots. To complete your circular journey, follow Route 16 back to Fox Island, a grand peninsula and a wonderful spot for picnics or camping. Beyond Fox Island, enjoy spectacular Atlantic vistas as you make your way through the village of Queensport. Catch a glimpse of the Queensport Light before heading on through Dort's Cove, Cook's Cove, and Horton's Cove. Guysborough is the shire town of Guysborough County. Founded in the early 1800s, the town maintains more than 75% of its original heritage buildings. For golf enthusiasts, Guysborough boasts a splendid 9-hole course, bordered by the waters of Shittawakto Bay. You can visit the Guysborough Museum, stroll along the old railroad bed, which is now part of the Trans-Canada Nature Trail, and stay at one of the many fine bed and breakfasts or motel accommodations. Guysborough has been home to the Mulgrave Theatre, a professional touring company which has launched the careers of many of Nova Scotia's most celebrated playwrights and performers. Guysborough's most celebrated resident is an orphan beluga whale named Wilma, who has made the waters of Shittawakto Bay her home. Just beyond Guysborough, along the tree-lined streets of Boylston, founded in 1786, you'll find evidence of the New England Loyalists who first settled in this peaceful valley. Continuing along the coast, you'll travel through St. Francis Harbor, Port Shoreham, and Clam Harbor, wonderful areas for exploring secluded beaches. Catch a glimpse of the lighthouse at the Eddy Point Marine Park, and just before the Canso Causeway, you'll find the historic town of Mulgrave, home to one of the world's deepest seaports. An alternate route back to the Trans-Canada Highway from Guysborough takes you through Lincolnville, which, like the town of Sunnyvale just outside Guysborough town, was first populated by Black American Loyalists. Here, at the tiny Baptist church in Sunnyvale, it's the spiritual music that unites the congregation and provides a lively, meaningful form of worship. It was a reliance on family, friends, and neighbors that kept these communities alive and prosperous in the past. Today, that sense of community is rekindled each year during the Guysborough Come Home Week and at the many summer events held throughout the county, like the Canso Regatta, St. Mary's River Days, and the Larry's River Picnic. On the first weekend in July, thousands of folk music bands from all over North America gather for the Stan Rogers International Folk Festival. For 3 non-stop days, the finest songwriters in North America gather in Canso to celebrate the best in folk music, not only to honor Stan, but to draw attention to the new generation of talented East Coast musicians. It's said that salt water ran in Stan Rogers' veins, and that Guysborough County inspired many of his most beloved songs. As the summer months yield to the coming of autumn, Guysborough County radiates with the colors of the season. Visitors to Nova Scotia are discovering that our autumn colors and the bright, crisp, peaceful days which the season has to offer are at their best in Guysborough County. In winter, the snow-covered landscape offers a special beauty and the perfect opportunity for cross-country skiing or snowmobiling. No matter what time of year, there's always something for the outdoor enthusiasts. We have excellent areas for deer and duck hunting, as well as famous salmon pools on the St. Mary's and Salmon Rivers. And just offshore are found some of the finest tuna fishing grounds in the world. So whether you explore by boat, enjoy one of our fine hiking trails, or stroll through the exquisitely restored village of Sherbrooke, Guysborough County has lots to offer. You might want to play an early morning round of golf, followed by an afternoon on the beach. Or maybe just take a tranquil drive along the coast. Whatever your fancy, it's the unique combination of natural beauty, friendly people, and gracious hospitality that makes Guysborough County a favorite destination for sightseers, ecotourists, doers, and dreamers. Come and visit Guysborough County and experience our great nature.